everyone, welcome to AUP Weekly News. I'm Ariel Delzer. Today is Friday, April 18th, 2014. Let's take a look at some campus news. Tonight at 8 p.m. at Chez Babot in the DZM is the Grad Student Night Out. The €10 registration fee includes apéro-style charcuteries, cheese, wine, or beer. Sign up with the GSC exec team or the Student Leadership Office. Registration closes April 16th at 6 p.m. Easter break is Monday, April 21st to Wednesday, April 23rd. No classes will be held during this time. And now to Gabriel's segment, Gabe Walking.
I'm Gabriel Herningren for AUP TV, and this week's theme is Parisian history. So I'm going to see what some students and teachers around AUP have to say about it and their place within it. It's important to know about the history of the place you live.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's crucial. I mean, all of my research work has to do with the idea of the city as a sort of mapping of the past, and the surface covers over things, but those things are there to be discovered.
It's important, but not as important as other things.
I definitely think it's important to know about the history where you live, because then you can appreciate things around you more. And like when I'm walking down the street and I see like the Invalides, like I know what that is. It just has more importance, and it makes your day more fun in a way.
Do you agree?
Yes.
It's interesting to know in Paris that you could be standing in a spot where Hitler stood, or Charles de Gaulle or Napoleon, something like that.
Charming men.
History is so important in forming a culture's ideas about what matters and what makes people the way they are, what makes the city or the country the way it is.
Of course it's important, so that you know how to live and to learn the culture.
Do you feel on top of your Parisian history?
No, I know some parts of it, but not everything.
I don't know anything about Parisian history.
Yeah, I think as students we live a lot more in the present than in the past.
I feel on top of it in as much as everywhere you go in Paris, you're kind of walking through a living museum, So all it really takes is to go out and read and actually go and see places to figure things out.
I am on top to the extent that I've been living here for a long time. I have, in my family, my husband is someone who does tours of each arrondissement, and he does the history of all the buildings, the architecture, so I learn a lot from him. Can't take a walk around town without getting the history. And also I live near Barbès and the Goutte d'Or, and so what I've been doing is going back and looking at exactly what constituted the early parts of that neighborhood, the working class populations, what it looks like now in comparison to that. And then, of course, that makes me interested when I see new renovations to different neighborhoods. So,
Do you have some historical place in Paris that you prefer to others?
I really like Montmartre, and just because it definitely feels more old time than by the Eiffel Tower, because the Eiffel Tower is more touristy and everything.
I like Ile Saint-Louis. It's really small, next to Ile de la Cité.
I guess my first reaction is Invalides, just because it's right there and I drive by it every day on the bus and it's beautiful.
I'm gonna get deep now. So the present is the history of the future, right? Yes. Makes sense. How do you think in the future they will look back at our present time?
They would probably laugh at us, at how stupid we were and stuff.
Hashtags burgers, Americans and Asians.
Yep. Crazy taxi drivers, terrible presidents.
Free lunches, no work, lots of cigarettes, lots of wine, lots of coffee.
Yeah. Lots of alcohol. That's pretty much it. And your economic crises.
Sounds pretty great to me.
I feel like our generation right now is getting a lot of heat because, I don't know, we're definitely a lot different than previous generations because of technology and social media and everything. But at the same time, that's going to be really advantageous.
There's a crazy amount of immigration and, just people coming to visit and to study and to experience this place and going in and out and bringing in their own ideas about the world and cultures, and then, they leave and they influence people. As this place is getting a little bit more globalized, it'll be interesting to see how that turns out, because the more cultures you add to a specific place, the more diluted it tends to get. So I guess it's kind of a turning point.
Are we in a process of taking Paris away from the people that it belongs to, or are we in a process of giving something to people in neighborhoods that are less advantaged than, say, the 7th arrondissement? Are we in a period of regentrification, or are we doing something genuinely to improve the city for everybody?
Do you guys want to make a mark on history, or do you think that's like a bit overrated?
I definitely would want to make a mark on history in some way. Like, I don't know if I'm going to find the cure to cancer or anything, but I want to be proactive with my time.
That'd be great if you did. Please do.
Models are models.
Models are models for life, you know, so.
I think we are all a part of history,
Yeah.
collectively.
What's your mark, or what do you wish to be your mark?
Well, I don't know if I could make that mark, but just make it a better place. I don't know who wouldn't.
Yeah.
So, yeah, nothing.
A lot of people, actually. A lot of terrible people.
I want to fly under the radar, be under the radar, it's good.
I think I'd like to just disappear like a ghost.
I would want to get at the education system to teach kids in a way that makes them better prepared to live as conscious and caring individuals, and not be ignorant or afraid of other cultures or of changes that are happening in the world, you know? Because if the world's going to change on a really large scale, it's got to start with the kids, right?
You gotta educate yourself, basically. Thank you. That was it for me, Gabriel Hedengren, this week. Now it's back to Ariel for some final news.
As always, there will be an SGA meeting this Wednesday, April 23rd at 12 noon in the Grand Salon. All students are welcome. Contact sga@aup.edu for more information. Thursday, April 24th at 7 p.m. in the Grand Salon will be an art history lecture presented by Joanna Goman. The talk is on Pompadour's Painted Pets, the cultural work of the Madame de Pompadour's dogs. Light refreshments will be served after. And now to Robin's documentary on Parisian history.
Pouvez-vous me parler un petit peu de l'origine du nom de la coupole ?
Alors, l'origine de la coupole et du nom de la coupole, ça va être lié essentiellement à la dynamique du quartier. C'est-à-dire que nous nous trouvons ici à Vavin, au carrefour Vavin, et c'est ça qui va donner un petit peu le sens du nom de la coupole. Pourquoi ? Parce que autour de ce carrefour, il y a des établissements qui datent de la fin du 19e, que sont le Dôme, la Rotonde. Et effectivement, dès lors qu'on vient de créer de toutes pièces cet établissement par défi ou aussi pour s'insérer un petit peu dans cet environnement, on décide de donner le nom de la coupole.
Alors racontez-moi un petit peu l'histoire de la coupole.
Donc comme faut s'imaginer, on est vraiment dans le pic des années folles, c'est-à-dire on a 1927, c'est vraiment l'apogée des années folles. Arrivera ensuite en 1929 la crise, mais là on est vraiment au moment où c'est ce qu'on s'imagine de plus fantasque. Vous avez en fait énormément d'artistes qui sont dans le quartier, du Montparnasse à cette époque. Il y a énormément d'ateliers. On est sur les premières vagues de migration, notamment d'artistes de l'Est. Et vraiment, il y a ce bouillonnement artistique, culturel. Différentes franges de la société vont se retrouver à la coupole. Vous allez avoir vraiment autour du bar les artistes, les étudiants. Vous allez avoir au niveau de la brasserie, une clientèle tout un chacun. Donc là, en 1927, une inauguration, les fastes, tout Paris vient parce qu'en fait c'est vraiment une création d'établissement. À noter également le motif art déco de la mosaïque sur lequel nous nous trouvons, qui lui aussi fait partie des éléments qui sont classés au niveau de la décoration. Ensuite, vraiment, les thématiques qu'on va trouver au niveau des piliers vont être la nature, la fête, la nuit, le corps des femmes, et chacun à sa manière va un petit peu s'exprimer. Alors, au niveau des artistes qui ont peint ces piliers, on est essentiellement sur ce qu'on va appeler la nouvelle école de Paris, beaucoup d'élèves de Fernand Léger essentiellement, et des artistes, voilà, comme je disais, hétéroclites, on va voir Léon, Jean-Paul Sartre, Simone de Beauvoir, qui sont vraiment des figures importantes de la brasserie, et puis toute cette génération, Jean Cocteau, Édith Piaf, qui vont, Sonia Delaunay, qui d'autres, oui, enfin voilà, c'est vraiment un bouillonnement. Il y a vraiment eu deux époques, donc là on est vraiment, on arrive aux années, jusqu'à la fin des années 60, et puis il y a un deuxième essor, plutôt les années 80, effectivement on revient sur quelque chose un petit peu plus showbiz, un petit peu plus aussi, on revient sur des choses plus fantasques, un peu plus barrées.
Dites-moi vos spécialités à la coupole.
Alors au niveau des spécialités, on est vraiment une brasserie, c'est-à-dire on va trouver les classiques, la crème brûlée, le tartare, on va avoir le foie gras, on va avoir le rhum steak, le saumon, etc. On a aussi nous, une grande spécialité, ce qui va être au niveau des fruits de mer, tout ce qui va être fruits de mer, les plateaux toute l'année, et également en salle la sole meunière flambée, les crêpes Suzette flambées. Les spécialités maison également, nous avons les profiteroles, qui sont vraiment voilà, du bar et du bœuf. On va travailler, ponctuer notre carte de ce fond de carte brasserie de produits qui vont être un petit peu plus saisonniers ou un petit peu plus à orientation gastronomique.
Also on Thursday night from 6:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. is the annual AUP showcase at the Théâtre Audiard in the 7e. See all the talent AUP has to offer and who gets the award for most dedicated and hard-working student. AUP Cares and the library's e-car raffles will be drawn at the event. Tickets to the Jane Goodall event must be claimed at this showcase or they will be refunded. Refreshments will be served by the Wine Society. That's it for this week's AUP Weekly News. Until next week, thanks for watching.
I am Juliette Moulin and this is AUP TV.
I'm Ariel Delzer and this is AUP TV.
I'm Jessica Benny and this is AUP TV.
I'm Gerald Hedengren and this is AUP TV.
I'm Robin Jockelson and this is AUP TV.